In this video, we'll be taking a look at 2 NBA games happening on March 7, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 4 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 2 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start: if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Toronto Raptors versus Phoenix Suns. On Thursday night, the Toronto Raptors, facing roster challenges, embark on a journey to Arizona to confront the Phoenix Suns. Positioned at the 12th spot in the Eastern Conference, the Raptors hold a record of 23-39. Grappling with the recent setback of losing all-star forward Scottie Barnes to a fractured hand, the Suns, residing in 6th place in the Western Conference with a record of 36-26, maintain a 5-5 record in their last 10 games. In a disheartening turn of events on Tuesday night, the Toronto Raptors suffered their second resounding defeat in less than a month, succumbing to the New Orleans Pelicans with a scoreline of 139-98. Emmanuel quickly emerged as the leading scorer for the undermanned Raptors, contributing 17 points in what turned out to be the team's most lopsided home loss since 1996. Notably absent were all-star Scottie Barnes and center Jakob Poeltl, with Barnes now facing an extended absence due to surgery for his fractured hand, leaving uncertainty about his return before the conclusion of the season. With Barnes sidelined, the Raptors find themselves entrenched in the 12th spot in the conference, dimming their playoff prospects significantly. Currently ranked 17th in NBA scoring for the season, Toronto sits at 14th in field goal shooting and a discouraging 23rd in three-point shooting. Defensive struggles are evident as well, with the Raptors ranking 21st in scoring defense, 22nd in field goal defense, and 19th in three-point defense. The team's woes extend to rebounding, where they find themselves 17th in total rebounds per game, coupled with the 17th rank in fewest turnovers per game. On the opposite end of the spectrum, the Phoenix Suns eked out a hard-fought victory on Tuesday against the Denver Nuggets, securing a 117-107 overtime win on the road. Kevin Durant showcased his prowess with 35 points, including a crucial 8 points in overtime that sealed the triumph. Despite facing a formidable comeback attempt by the Nuggets, the Suns managed to maintain their 6th place standing in the Western Conference with a record of 36-26. While the Suns currently find themselves in a favorable position, a strong finish to the season could propel them higher in the standings. The team holds the 13th rank in NBA scoring, complemented by a 5th place standing in field goal percentage and 8th in three-point percentage. However, their performance in three-point field goals made per game is lackluster, placing them at 22nd. Defensively, the Suns sit at 16th in scoring defense, 7th in field goal defense, and 13th in three-point defense. Rebounding is another strong suit, where they secure the 11th position in the NBA, but turnovers remain a concern, ranking 27th in the league. Without the impactful presence of Scottie Barnes in the lineup, the Toronto Raptors have experienced a notable decline in their overall performance. The absence of Barnes translates to a void in scoring, playmaking, rebounding, and defensive capabilities. In a matchup against the formidable Kevin Durant of the Suns, Barnes' defensive prowess is sorely missed. Despite the unavailability of Devin Booker, the Suns boast an arsenal of offensive firepower that may prove too much for the Raptors. Toronto's already modest 17th rank in NBA scoring offense is poised to dip further without Barnes in the lineup, and the Suns could exploit the Raptors' vulnerabilities in the paint, especially with both Barnes and Poeltl unavailable. Given the Raptors' predicament without key players such as Scottie Barnes and Jakob Poeltl, it is advisable to favor the Suns at home by laying the points. Toronto's struggles on the glass and Poeltl's absence provide an opportunity for the Suns to dominate both in rebounds and offensively. The defensive concerns for the Raptors further contribute to the likelihood of a double-digit victory for Phoenix. Anticipate the Suns to maintain their standing in the competitive Western Conference playoff race with a commanding performance on Thursday night, so the Phoenix Suns to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Toronto's challenge is in scoring and reaching the 100-plus point mark, a threshold necessary to surpass the total here in this one. The Raptors, hindered by the absence of both Poeltl and Barnes, struggle to amass points, as evidenced by their 29-32-1 record in hitting the under this season. On the contrary, the Suns, with a 34-27-1 record in hitting the under, align with the under bet. Additionally, considering the pace of play for both teams, Toronto at 100.9 and Phoenix at 100.6, and the overall offensive struggles, opting for under the projected total emerges as our full game total pick. Boston Celtics versus Denver Nuggets. The upcoming NBA matchup features a showdown between the Boston Celtics, boasting an impressive record of 48 wins and 13 losses, and the Denver Nuggets, holding a commendable record of 42 wins and 20 losses. This highly anticipated contest pits two of the league's top teams against each other, promising a heavyweight battle. Notably, it marks the second and final regular season encounter between these formidable squads, with the Nuggets securing a narrow 102-100 victory over the Celtics on January 19. Despite this setback, Boston remains at the pinnacle of the NBA standings, holding a 7.5-game lead over the second-placed Milwaukee Bucks. On the other hand, the Nuggets, currently occupying the third spot in the Western Conference, are just one game behind the conference leaders. In their initial clash, the Nuggets emerged triumphant with a 102-100 win, overcoming challenges such as Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown's subpar shooting performance from beyond the arc. Despite standout performances from Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic, the Celtics effectively contained Denver's supporting cast. The Celtics' defensive strategy involves forcing Nikola Jokic to defend on the perimeter, exploiting his relative weakness in this aspect. Despite their solid defensive efforts, the Celtics struggled to contain the dynamic duo of Murray and Jokic, who combined for an impressive 69 points in the first meeting. However, the Celtics are poised for a stronger offensive display in the upcoming game, with Tatum and Brown expected to improve their three-point shooting. Boston remains confident in maintaining their high-level defensive play, intending to challenge Jokic on the defensive end and adopt a more aggressive approach at the rim. This upcoming clash presents a matchup between two elite teams, each boasting marquee talent, setting the stage for a potential NBA Finals preview. The Celtics, driven by motivation after a recent loss to the Cleveland Cavaliers and the end of their 11-game win streak, are eager to bounce back. Meanwhile, the Nuggets face the challenge of regrouping after a heartbreaking overtime loss to the Phoenix Suns, despite a commendable comeback from a 22-point deficit. Boston's offensive prowess contrasts with Denver's middle-of-the-pack scoring, while both teams showcase solid defensive capabilities. The disparity in perimeter shooting, with the Celtics leading the league in threes per game and the Nuggets ranking lower in this category, may prove decisive. Unfazed by road conditions or altitude, the Celtics aim to avenge their previous home loss to the Nuggets, so the Boston Celtics to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. As we delve into statistical insights, the Celtics entered Wednesday night with the under posting a 32-28-1 record in their 61 contests this season. Their tempo, ranking 19th in the league with an average of 97.9 possessions per game, reflects a deliberate playing style. Boston's turnover rate, at 12.4 per contest, places them 4th in the league. Conversely, the Nuggets have leaned towards the under in 39 of their 62 games, including one push, with a slower pace, ranking 27th in the league at 96.8 possessions per game. Denver commits an average of 12.7 turnovers, placing them 6th in the league. The discrepancy in pace and playing style suggests a potential clash of contrasting approaches. Despite both teams possessing high-level scorers, their slower pace and encounters with staunch defensive teams have often resulted in lower-scoring affairs. Boston's recent offensive outputs against the Cavaliers and the Nuggets, scoring 104 and 100 points respectively, exemplify this trend. Anticipating a more efficient offensive showing from the Celtics in the upcoming game, it's unlikely they'll reach their season average of 121 points per game. The Celtics, ranking 18th in pace, exhibit a preference for a slower-paced game. Furthermore, the Nuggets lead the league with 62.9% of their games going under, emphasizing their tendency for lower-scoring matchups. With a defensive edge and a history of troubling the Celtics, the Nuggets are likely to maintain their style in this game. In their initial encounter, a total of 202 points were scored. Despite expecting a slightly improved defensive performance, this game is projected to fall short of the mark. Consequently, under the projected total emerges as our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.